Hello, this is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener. Let's talk about driveways. Does your driveway look like this? Concrete buckling, cracking, having all kinds of issues, including trip hazards. Well, let's talk about what you can do to replace that with concrete or pavers. So first we're going to look at a concrete driveway. Now this particular driveway, they decided to do a colored concrete driveway. This one's called Palomino. And you have to realize that with colored concrete, it's going to be much darker than when it's wet than when it's dry. So this will lighten up quite a bit, as you're about to see. Also, it's really important with concrete that you do these control joints, because these are designed to control where the concrete is going to crack. They use these things called groovers to set these control joints while the concrete is still wet. Now, you can also do control joints when it's dry and you're just doing a dry cut with a concrete saw, and that's totally fine too. But it's really important that you do control joints at least every 6 feet, because concrete is going to crack every 6 feet. No matter what you do to the sub base, it's going to crack. So that's really important that you do that kind of work. This particular one, we did a pretty fancy setup. We did these 4-foot diamond joints, and then we did a nice 18-inch band. It was really pretty. And then on top of it, we did a top cast finish. Now what top cast is, it's a surface retardant that kind of peels away the very top of the concrete, and you spray it on when it's wet, and then you wash it off the next morning with some water. Make sure to control where that water goes, because you don't want all that retardant going into the storm drain. So as you can see, these guys actually did make sure to put a little pump in there that pumps it into a refuse where it can be properly disposed. The purpose of a top cast is that it gives you this nice gritty finish. And this really helps make it slip resistant. Really great for driveways where you have a little bit of a hill and you're worried about slipping walking up and down the driveway. But I also recommend it for pool decks, walkways, anywhere that you can have concerns about slip resistance. So again, here's the finished product. This is what it dried out to look like. But you can also do concrete driveways with artificial turf mixed in, or pavers on the side as well. This is one we actually retrofitted. We took out the sides, added the pavers to the side, and did a really nice combo job. So now let's talk about paver driveways. Important that when you're talking about pavers that you make sure you still do a really big sub base. So you need to do the crushed gravel at least 4 to 6 inches, depending on the soil you have underneath it, to make sure those pavers are stable. The big advantage of pavers, of course, you get these wonderful color combinations, patterns in the pavers, including these circles. These are these diamond circle medallions. They're really beautiful. And so pavers are really a great way to make the driveway look the same. But here's the amazing part. It costs about the same. Pavers will cost about the same as a colored concrete with expansion joints. So those two driveways you saw, they came in at about $20. And so, something to keep in mind. Obviously, gray concrete is going to be a little less cheaper. But so that's kind of the comparison between the two. Pavers are going to be more expensive than plain concrete. But when you're talking colored concrete with lots of fun expansion joint patterns, it's going to be about the same. Well, big shout out to Juan with Unique Landscaping. He did a great job on all these driveways. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get more of my garden videos. Until next time, this is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener, saying thanks for watching.